Hey guys, welcome back to the build and the final video on this thing right here. This is of course our hospital ship and it needs finishing. So today what are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna go ahead and finish it. I've already gone ahead and done a little bit of extra building myself. This on the left is the one that you guys last seen, and this on the right is the slightly modified one. I've gone ahead and added some rooms. We've got a room right there, we've got a room right here, and I've also added a little bit of a flight deck thingamabobby right there, and some other stuff as well. All I really need to do now is add like a morgue sort of area, possibly a canteen and stuff like that, and possibly something back here as well. I might go with some winches or something like that, I'm not entirely sure. But I'm not enjoying the build of this, and I think it's actually showing in the videos. When I'm not excited about something, I feel like you guys don't really get that excited about it either, and I feel like that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get this series out of the way, and then we can start doing something that we really enjoy. Maybe. Alright, I've gone ahead and added the same thing that we've got back there, I've actually added to the front, and I'm also gonna go ahead and send it all the way to the back end as well. I feel like we just need another one of these. I feel like they look kind of cool and they fit in here actually really well as well. So we're just gonna go ahead and chuck this actually on this line. There we go, paste it. Go ahead and shove this guy into there and there. We're gonna go ahead and merge that together. And there we go. Another thing that I want to get on with straight away is go downstairs. You see we've got this area right here. Whoa. What is this? What is this from? Delete all of those. We don't need any of these. Right, delete all of that. This area right here is going to be really, really good for some stairs. So we're going to go ahead and delete this wall. We're going to reintroduce the wall back there. And we're just going to go ahead and add some stairs into here. So shove that in there. We'll go ahead and add stairs going down, which is also obviously coming back up the other way. And that'll be fine. Let's do it from the very end, and that's okay. Yeah! Then we can build stairs down into that side. Alright, let's go ahead and delete another 2 of those, I guess. Type in stair, and then we can build it straight away. Okay, shove that one onto there, and then we'll just send it straight down. I don't see why not. We might as well have more staircases. Okay, so, flip it over, put it on there. There we go. This could come all the way down to the bottom right here. And then we actually need to do a very similar thing a little bit further down the ship as well. But for now, we'll just do this. I'll seal that up to the roof. I'll go ahead and paint around the edges with this piece. And that should be good, to be honest. There we go. Now, there's obviously a lot of stuff I can put down in this area, but I'm just not going to worry about it right now. Those are in. Let's go ahead and do the same thing towards the front. Maybe 1 or 2 more times. And there we go, so we got a set of stairs at the back, those are the ones you guys seen me put in. We got a set of stairs in the center, and then we've got a set of stairs at the front, so now you can get downstairs no matter whereabouts in the ship you are, in terms of front, middle, and back. That is pretty good. We need to go ahead and paint this little area really quickly, and that's all good too. Not actually going to put anything down here. I know I said before that I was going to do something on these levels, but I don't think I actually am. I don't think I am at all. What I would like to do is actually go downstairs from here and actually replace this just like that, I think. Is that correct? I think that is actually correct. What that does is allows us to go downstairs from there. So we're just going to go ahead and chuck that into here. I'll merge this together. And then, yeah, we can actually come downstairs into this level as well. Yeah. So, realistically, what I was going to do was add, like, a morgue and stuff like that on these levels. I don't think I'm actually going to do it. We've just got the beds installed. We've obviously got a way around the ship now, which is quite nice. But I don't think I want to add any extra details. I don't think I do. We're going to go ahead and chuck this guy into here. I believe like that? I don't know, is that right? I'm not sure if that is correct or not. Paste? Let's just see what it looks like. Are we the right way around? We are the right way around. So I guess that's okay. We're going to go ahead and delete these guys. I'm going to grab this color. I'm going to shove that onto there like so. And now that means we can actually get down into this bit too. That's crazy. Yeah. Alright, delete all of that. That is all good. Okay. Let's go ahead and paint this little bit as well on both of them. We're going to go to the other end. I'm going to have to paint all of this bit as well. And now we can get down to the lowest level on the ship, which is pretty deep. Okay. Awesome. Alright, I want to be able to get into the engine room as well, but I want to do it from not the bottom floor. So, we're going to add a door into here. I guess it has to be white to begin with. That's fine. So let's go ahead and make it white. We'll chuck it in right there like that. We'll go ahead and obviously paint the edges just like so. Go to the other side. This wall actually on this side is going to be like this anyway. So that's all right. That's all fine. Go ahead and paint across there. And then I guess we're going to have an actual deck all the way across the top edge like this. Yeah, I think that'll be kind of cool. We're then going to obviously make it go this way as well. And then at the other end, we can't really do that. No, we can't. But we can go around this side, so that's okay. We're going to go ahead and chuck this guy in here. We'll chuck a piece in there and there. And then randomly down the ship, I guess we'll add these guys. So, I don't know how random actually. We'll just leave that for now. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and add railings around the outside of this. And then we'll add a ladder going down into the bottom. And then I might add a way of getting out of the room at the bottom as well. That could be fine. Alright, so from this side, obviously you can go in and you could go down. There are railings all across here, and the way down into it is through this ladder. We've also got a door on this side that allows you in this way, and obviously you can go down the ladder as well. What we're also going to do is grab these doors and chuck them down here too, just so you can get out onto this level as well. I feel like it just makes sense to be able to do that. So we're going to go ahead and do that there. We're going to do it on this side as well, obviously. There we go. We'll go ahead and paint this piece. We'll do this and this. Whoa! I just did a flip. That's interesting. We'll obviously go to the outside. We're going to have to paint all of these in as well. So we'll just go ahead and do that. There we go. And we're going to have to paint this one too. So chuck that in there. Chuck this in here. Bosh, bosh, bosh. Go ahead and paint this and that and the door. There we go. Alright, I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with that. Something that we actually really need is some coal. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some of these. I'm going to try and send this out the sides to begin with, though. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Oh, it has to be part of the floor. Ugh. I mean, that's kind of ugly, but sure, we'll send it through the wall. Oh, I don't like this. I do not like this. You know what? No. Undo. 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 Delete. Send it this way. So 1, 2, 3. Send it through the wall, wherever it is. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Nice. And then we just got to send it from there. So large duct is what we're going to chuck on there. As long as it goes on correctly, we're just going to chuck them on both sides. And this is where all the coal is actually going to be stored. There is going to be a lot of it. And hopefully that's fine. Alright, there we go. Just keep it going until we can't anymore, which is, we're already there. We're going to go ahead and send this all the way backwards as well. It is going to go so far, it's ridiculous. Alright, there we go. This is also going to weigh down the ship a hell of a lot as well. And that is something that we desperately need to do, because at the minute, it's too buoyant, and it stays way too high. But if we add all of these, there's no way this thing will ever run out of coal. And that's kind of important, to be honest. That is kind of important. There we go. Alright, cool. I'm going to add a few more back here as well. Not that I should, but we're going to. There we go. Alright, yeah. And that'll do. We're then going to go at the other end, and I'm going to add some there as well. Yeah. 1 and 2. 3 and 4. We're then going to go forwards. I'm going to put one here, one there, one here, and finally one there. Okay, so let's go ahead and save this as we currently have it. I'm going to spawn it in, and we're going to see how low in the water it now floats. Okay, both of them are spawning in now, so we'll see which one floats higher and which one floats lower. They should have probably maybe spawned in by now. Oh, there we go. Okay. They both seem to be actually floating relatively similarly to each other. Kind of. I don't even know if you guys can tell which one's which, to be honest. They're both still floating very high. I think on the bottom of it, I might add an entire row of weight blocks. This is the new one, by the way. So this is floating lower in the water. And then this one is the old one, which seems to be more stable. I don't know how to feel about that. But yeah, let's go and add a little bit more weight. It needs to be lower. Oh my goodness. Okay, it already has weight in it. It has a lot of weight in it as well. This is a crazy amount of weight already in the bottom of the ship. Okay, wasn't really expecting this, to be honest. But let's go ahead and just do that to there. I'm then just going to copy and paste this piece, and we'll raise it. And we'll actually just do 2 more layers. I know that's pretty ridiculous, but let's do it. So, what I can actually do is just this. Copy it, there we go. Move it upwards by 2. Paste it in. Hopefully that's working. It looks like it is. Merge that together. Now we can see how it floats. Come on, this time it's going to be lower in the water. It is still going to bounce around like crazy. There's some sort of weird physics going on here, but I think we're good. I think we are good. We're a lot lower. This seems a lot more right. This seems a lot more right. So let's actually sail it as is. Okay, we got ourselves throttles. Here we go. Turn it on, lower it. There we go. I might flip these guys over. Just makes sense. We've also got spotlights. We've got deck lights now. Oh, I don't think I had deck lights when I showed you before. We have funnel lights, and we have interior lights as well. That's correct. There are some interior lights in here. Okay. Hopefully once this is moving, I'll show you guys it during daytime, obviously. And I'll show you guys it during nighttime as well. Be pretty good. Okay, the propellers are spinning, and we are moving out of the dock. Yes, we are. Okay. I mean, she doesn't look very ugly. She just looks a little bit ugly. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Is she an ugly ship? Maybe. But she is moving, and that's kind of all that matters. What I'm going to do now is change it to nighttime so you guys can see it at night as well. There we go. The lights on the inside are actually not super bright, and I feel like that makes it a little bit ugly, but it is working, and that's kind of all that matters. We can also see around on the deck as well if we wanted to walk around. We have spotlights pointing forwards, and yeah, if we wanted to go inside, obviously we can see inside as well. There you go, look at that. That's a lot of med beds. That is a lot of med beds. But yeah, she's a pretty cool looking ship, I think. Alright, since I'm not really going to be doing very much more to this, how about we put this up against a tsunami, we put it in some pretty rough waves, and we just test it out. Yeah. Alright, so I wanted to test it in the worst waves I possibly could, so I brought it out to the Arctic, and we are against some of the worst waves I think I've ever seen in this game. They are pretty tall. Thinking about it, this thing is obviously, they're getting up to like the 3rd story on this thing. It's going over the bow. Oh man, yeah, those are big waves. She isn't actually moving yet. The engines haven't really started. But once they have, we're going to try and sail it around. I think I am going to try and turn sideways in these waves. It has no stability system. All it's got is some weights in the bottom, and that's it. I don't know how this is going to work. Another thing I'm going to do whilst we're waiting is I might as well just spawn a tsunami. There we go. Tsunami is on its way. I don't know. I don't know how much bigger than these waves the tsunami even is. I don't think it's that much bigger. Nah, maybe it is. It's quite a bit bigger. There we go. Propellers are spinning. Don't ask me whether I'm moving or not. Let's go ahead and set the waypoint forwards. And I guess if that gets to less than 5 kilometers, we are moving forwards. But it is very bumpy. And the propellers do keep coming out of the water. This is stressful. Oh yeah, we are moving forward. Look at that, 4.9, beautiful. In front of us as well, every time it bounces upwards, you will see the tsunami is on its way. Oh boy, these waves are huge. These waves are so big. Look at that. They're already chucking us about quite drastically. Yikes. Alright, let's wait for the tsunami and see if we can survive it. Oh, here comes the tsunami, and this is gonna be pretty crazy. I think we are gonna survive it as long as my ship doesn't tip over. And that is the main problem that we're probably gonna have. Here we go. The ship has started ascending. It's flying straight over the top, and oh, seems pretty nose heavy. Nose straight down into the water, but is literally completely fine. Yeah, she's a floater. She is a floater. What I think might be the best course of action here is to actually delete most of the interior. And if you guys want to go ahead and do the interior yourselves, then you're more than likely... no, that's not the word. That isn't the word. Do what you want, is what I'm going to say. If I upload this to the workshop, you guys can do whatever you want and upload it yourselves. But anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Sorry the series didn't end up the way you guys wanted to watch, or wanted to see it, I guess, all complete. But I didn't want to leave you guys hanging with just an unfinished project that might come back, it might not come back. This thing is done now, in my eyes. It's not obviously finished in terms of the way that it looks, but it's done in the way that I don't think I'm ever going to come back to it and complete it. However, we might build a big ship again in the future. We'll wait and see. Anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.